Hello again everyone, and welcome to another tutorial in my How to Draw Folk Art Animals of the World series. Before we start, of course, if you could subscribe, that would be terrific. Thank you very much. And also, remember to ring that little bell icon. Okay, well, the folk art animal I'm going to draw today is a Chinese dragon. It's very, very important in Chinese culture, dragons, and different from Western dragons, they do not breathe fire. That's one of the differences. Okay, now basically this dragon, there are two types of, well, there are lots of types of dragons, but the two types we're going to talk about are the celestial dragon who lives in the sky and the coiling dragon who lives in the sea. And the one I'm going to draw today is the celestial dragon. Because let's see puffs of cloud on the actual drawing itself. Now, this dragon, as in most Chinese dragons, looks a bit like a serpent, you know, a very kind of coiled shape. So if you start with, imagine the head up here, and this area here, but the body is going to curl down in great curves like this, almost like a curled or coiled serpent. And I can see that curving back on itself, up again, like that, great loops of curves up to the tail here. And then if you double that up, you'll get that kind of shape there. See that? So that's the kind of basic curving shape of the celestial dragon up here to the head. And imagine a forehead like that, with its eye appearing in there, and then its nose. And I say it doesn't breathe fire, but what it has in its mouth, I'll just open its mouth here for you, like that. And bottom of the big tooth sticking out here. Highly decorated, by the way. Anyway, you see a tongue coming out, which is not fire, just a tongue coming out here. And then attached to the nose, you'll find are long kind of tendril shapes. Again, very much like snakes, kind of looping up like that. Another one come out from the other side, doing that kind of thing. Okay, and there's lots of decoration, lots of lines and swoops and curls and so on coming out of the back of the dragon head, almost like fire in fact. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to drawing with a pen. Just one more thing before I do that. You get the feet of the dragon, one leg coming out here with its claws, another one appearing on the other side there, and down here you'll get one at the back, coming back that way, and the other one's underneath. In fact, underneath a little puff of cloud here, which appears at the bottom of the dragon here, and another one up here. Okay, and the tail is again festooned with these swooping curly shapes. Okay, so I'm going to get a pen and we'll go straight into the drawing. Okay, let's build it up, starting from the eye. You get the eye shape, like that. And the little people of the eye looking down, like that. And above the eye, you get this kind of line coming down with flaming eyebrows. That kind of shape there, see that? And above the eye, you get the forehead coming in, swooping up. And then curving up the way with a kind of flame shape. I'm just going to continue this line along here, like that, and that will come up and join into another couple of flame shapes, one there, another one coming there, and another one appearing out there. So that's the top of the forehead of the dragon. Then its snout appears in here, and carry on with a bit more decoration. They put a line around it and put like creases along the snout like that, coming up to the nose with nostril here and the front. And I'm just going to add those curling bits that come out almost like smoke, but they're not, from the dragon's snout, like that. And one there, and then one coming up from the other side, appearing like that, going behind that one there, coming back out again, and doing that. And maybe appearing behind that again, coming up, Maybe the tip appearing there. See that? Now the actual mouth itself, as I said, is wide open and looks as if it's snarling. It may well be. Although most of the dragons are meant to be noble in kind. A few differences, of course. And there are, how many? There are 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of dragons. The white dragon, which symbolises purity. A red dragon, which symbolises good fortune. The yellow dragon, which is the most revered dragon, symbolises power and the emperor. And the black dragon, which symbolises vengeance. This one I'm going to draw in black and white. You can imagine it possibly as the yellow dragon. Okay, now there's the line at the top of the jaw there, and you get a kind of shape coming in here, and teeth just below it, like that. Okay, and then I said the tongue, remember? The tongue which is not smoked. There's a tooth coming in there. There's other side of the tongue appearing there. And like that. And the underside of the jaw comes in about there with a nice big curl and comes up. And you can imagine it coming up round here, but it doesn't come up in a line. But first of all, what you get is you get a kind of ear shape appearing in there. See that kind of ear shape there? And then round the side of the mouth here, again, we get the decoration of the flame type shape. Like that. See, it's all building up very decoratively. And I said around here, which would be the side of the jaw, you get that kind of scalloped shape, which brings that in down to this point here. And then you get little lines in the scallops, like that. And then below that, you get this kind of shape, almost like the fins of a fish, coming out like that. And from these, you get, we'll put some lines in, but from these you get a huge mass of fronds coming out, almost like flames again, like great spikes of flame. And they come out and they swoop up behind this curve of the neck here. So you get one coming out like that, the line in the middle, then you get another one coming out like that. You see? And these continue right down to there, just under the chin. So I'm going to draw those in and let's see what it looks like when I've done that. Okay, I've done that. And now I'm going to draw the neck coming in from below there. You can see it just appearing behind these frond shapes coming in here. And then curving down, as I said, right down to that curve there, and then quickly back up to the top. Like that. I'll leave it there just now and carry on with the rest in a minute. And that kind of doubles up. There's a double line there. Imagine that coming right round and going right up to the top here. Okay? And then the underside comes in about here. About there. And as it comes down to the first leg here, there's a kind of bit of, looks like flame or cloud or something coming in just. You've highly decorated these drawings. And then the front of the dragon comes in around there. And its first front leg comes in a curve like that. Comes up. And it's quite scaly, so you draw these lines in it like that. Up to 4 talons. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, like that with the lines on them. Made them quite scaly, and attached to that, of course, very long and sharp claws. And the thumb shape comes in just below here. Like that. Okay? Now, as you come down here, and underneath, there's another one, and another big cloud shape starting here. So there's a cloud shape there, and a foot coming out there, which I'm going to draw in a second. Okay, I've drawn the foot, and I'm just drawing this cloud shape now, which comes right across the dragon here, almost as if it's emerging from the cloud, like that. And you get a kind of slightly pointed bit at the end of these Chinese clouds shapes. Do you get that coming in, and then bring it in like that, and then you bring another line from there, say, coming around, and under here, you get another curve coming in about there, and another one about there. And just below there, you'll see the other, one of the back legs of the dragon appearing, or the toes appearing just in here, like that, with its great nails. Okay, now move on to the underside of the dragon here. It comes around like that. And I'm going to carry on with this one. Remember, following those curves that I sketched in earlier, and up to there. Now this top here again is covered by a cloud shape. So we'll start that, and I'll carry on with that, and finish off the rest of this curve. Okay, I've finished off the curve. It ends in a kind of rounded point like that, narrowing up to that rounded point. And the last leg comes in a curve like this, and kind of doubles back and up with its talons kind of reaching out like that. And then the actual thumb shape, if you like, coming in like that. Okay, right. Well, I'm going to finish off with this line coming around here, doubling up this line. And there, and follows this around here. Like that. And the top part here is, again, a bit like this. It's lots of frond, or flame shapes, I suppose, if you like, coming in. Sprouting out at the end of the tail is very common in Chinese dragons, that kind of motif. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and we'll get back to you when we've finished it. Okay, well, that's a complete shape-in, but the internal decoration needs to be finished now, and because it's representing a kind of, I suppose, a lizard type shape, what you get is you get the kind of reptilian underbelly, which comes down in a line from here, following the curve, and coming right up like that underneath, and right underneath here, and up and round, disappearing in there. And this is drawn with the kind of scaly lines which you can see on the legs. So just continue those right all the way around. But this part here is actually now consisted of scales themselves, like fish scales. I'll start down here, but this continue all the way around to here. And basically what you do is, you would start by doing little U shapes like this, and then drawing up to the next point there. You see that? You go to the point of the last one, and you continue that all the way around. Now, of course, that'll take some time. If you do it carefully, it'll look quite good. So I'm going to carry on doing that, and let's see just how it looks when I've finished. Okay. Okay, that's the scales done there. It looks quite impressive, doesn't it? If you take your time over it. Now, to finish it off, along the back here, you get this kind of flame shape coming out. And basically, what you do is just imagine these kind of flame shapes coming out all the way around. Get them slightly curved. Imagine them almost like the fins in the back of a great fish. Sharp fins coming out, but also a bit like flames as well. Like that. Continuing down here. Finishing there, and then continuing around the back here. You start it from there if you like. Like that. And you can get little lines coming down just to give the idea of them kind of sprouting out of the back of the dragon there. Excellent. Well, that is the Chinese dragon, one of the most important symbols of ancient Chinese culture. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you can join me again for another tutorial very soon. But in the meantime, of course, all the best and happy drawing!